Jó estét kívánok, hogy vagy? Yo? Oh, goodness gracious. How do I clean up? Do I clean up okay? You know, usually you see me sitting in the morning in some grubby little bathrobe and or something something other. But anyway, so the show is about to begin. The show, I don't know if you'd call it a show, maybe memories. And it's been a long day. It's been a long day getting ready. You ever watch those nature shows? You ever see those nature shows where they'll show like the mating habits of birds or whatever, and you see like I remember this one from I think it was Animal Planet, and they were showing this bird down in the Amazon or the rainforest or something like this, and this bird spends half its life getting its nest ready. You know, it spends half its life, this male bird, it spends half of its life, gathering sticks and making everything just right. You know, you've seen those shows before, right? And you think that's crazy. Well, that's how I felt today. You know, I'm running around in anticipation of Rosanna showing up, and I want everything to be just right for her. I want everything to be just perfect, you know? And I spent the day and I did the laundry, I washed the sheets, I made the bed with the tight little hospital corners like you'd make in the military, and cleaned this place top to bottom. I cleaned the camper top to bottom so that it's spotless for Rosanna. Because Rosanna is a fine dining, high heels type of a lady. And I told her, I said, no high heels in the camper because it could ruin the cheap linoleum. You know, I got to maintain the resale value. I need to maintain the resale value of my camper. Okay. So I need to maintain the resale value and no high heels in the camper. But I've got to tell you, I've done everything. I went shopping for us. I went shopping. I got a haircut. You see, I got a haircut. I got a haircut so I look good. I put on a nice shirt. I washed the shirt even. I'm at a laundromat right now. I found a laundromat. So I came and found a laundromat, and I did laundry, and then I went shopping, and I was trying to learn my new camera setup and all that type of stuff. And then, yeah, as I said, I cleaned the camper. I don't think the camper has looked this good since the day that I bought it, to be quite honest with you. I don't think that this camper has looked as good as it does now since the day that I bought it. So I think I've got everything dialed in. I even went out and I got some Beano, Beano, just in case. This is a rather, it's a cozy camper, but you can never be too careful. So I got some Beano, some anti-gas medicine, and I could probably, I did Tom's toothpaste, right? I could probably do, Tom's anti-gas or something for those cozy quarters, or something like that. But and then on the flip side, I went out and I didn't buy the I didn't buy the cologne. I will buy the cologne, but cologne is expensive. It's really expensive. So I went out and I asked the guy. I didn't make a special trip for this, mind you. So don't get all don't get all whatever. I didn't make a special trip, but I was in the mall the other day and I asked the guy at Macy's. I said, "What's the hottest seller? What's the hottest seller cologne?" And he said, "Well, it's maybe the Versace Eros. Maybe go with the Versace Eros, or go with the what's this other one? Chrome or something like that. I don't know. Go like that." So I said, "Just give me a couple samples. I'll let her see which one she likes." Okay, and and so we will, we'll put on a little put on a little cologne and what have you. And you know, I got all the. I'll give you a tour. I'd hate to waste the opportunity. I'd hate to waste the opportunity. Oftentimes when I do my videos, I'm just sitting here and what have you. And you've seen my camper before, but I don't know that I've really given you a tour of the camper. So with that being said, let me grab the camera here, okay? And maybe I can turn this around. Let's see. There you go. So this is the inside. As you're sitting here at the table, this is the inside. And of course, you know that I used to have the curtain that would go right across. I still have the curtain that would go right across there. But it's rather cozy, I gotta tell you. You know, so I've got the bed is all made up, nice linen and flannel sheets, and I've got a flannel blanket, and then I've got a down comforter. So it's not going to be cold, I can guarantee you that. And then, the window on this thing is just beautiful. When you go to sleep at night, you're actually lying down and it's actually a rather nice, it's kind of like a skylight, so to speak. But now over here, you've got your sound bar and a television. Okay. So sound bar and a television, and you can pick up channels. I've got an antenna up on top, and depending on where you're at, you can pick up channels. They did a nice job with the cabinetry in here. You know, they did a really nice job with the cabinetry. Then up here you've got your, I don't know if these lights are on, but sure, you've got, plenty of lights. And then these windows have, here's a reading light. So you got a nice reading light. But, the windows have got they got the blind like that for privacy, and then they have the screen. But, more cabinet space. And then down here you've got, an outlet. You got an outlet and more cabinet space. And coming back over here, this, up until yesterday, this was filled with all my stuff. And it's ready for Rosanna. I emptied it out and gonna give her her own cabinet. I'll keep my stuff in the truck. And then there's another nice cabinet down here. I don't know how many pairs of shoes Rosanna's bringing, but got a nice cabinet for her down there as well. And then here, you see you've got your nice deep cabinets. You see there's the biscotti that Mr. Ron Redlick gave me, and then another cabinet right down here as well. And in your kitchen, you see here's your kitchen. You've got the gas, two burner gas burner. You've got your drawers. You got three nice drawers. Comes with the microwave. Got a nice microwave in here. Here's even more cabinet space. This is my little mascot. I've had this guy for the better part of 20 years. I don't know where I picked him up, but that is that's my mascot. He's been in my kitchen for years. And there's my mascot. It's got a you see I got another dead cat, for those of you out there that know what that is. But picked up another dead cat. It's got a nice deep sink. You see? It's got a really nice deep sink. And then more cabinet space down here. The refrigerator. Underneath the refrigerator, you've got your storage right there. And then up above, you've got more storage. And then the refrigerator. I've got a love-hate relationship with this thing. This is the third refrigerator in this camper, and it's operating on gas at the moment, that being propane, but run the generator, it's running on AC. But I stocked up, and I learned my lesson not to stock this thing too full. I've got the freezer, so I picked us up some nice P.F. Chang. I've got my nightly indulgence of ice cream there, and then I got some tuna. And then what else did I get? So I've got some fixings for breakfast. I got something here for for Rosanna. Sunday night at Acadia National Park, I'm going to make this Brazilian churrasco, and that's going to go with the skirt steak that I've got right there. So Rosanna, Anna, Dan, and I, we're going to have some Brazilian style churrasco. And what else do we got here? You got the bacon and strawberries. She likes berries and juice. It's got a nice door, so it's not bad. You know, it's not a bad little setup. As far as the heating and the air conditioning, here's your controls for that. You can see it gives you the battery, you know, the battery condition, charging status, what have you. And then here you've got your air conditioning and heat and fan, okay, which is really, really nice. And then the if I flip this around, this is the dining area right here. I picked up a nice 5-gallon thing of water for us. And these are the books that I picked up. Not books, but magazines. You see, we've got Maine Invites You, Bar Harbor, Acadia National Park, and Mount Desert Island. Another Mount Acadia National Park, Farms and Gardens of New Hampshire, Scenic Byways of the White Mountains, Covered Bridges. You see, so it's pretty much all dialed in. And then, of course, I'd be a little bit remiss if I didn't show you the bathroom here. So the bathroom is right there. Got a shower, and you know, interestingly enough, I didn't think I'd really appreciate that shower, but boy, when it's running, you can get a nice shower in here. So this is the shower in the commode, and that thing's been, believe me, it's been scrubbed 3 ways to Sunday. And then of course you got your mirror right there. So that is the tour, folks. There is your I don't know what you call it, maybe a 50-cent, call it a 50-cent tour. But anyway, it should be a nice I'm hoping it's going to be a nice trip. I've already got so we've got a nice hotel tomorrow night. Sunday night we're staying in Acadia National Park at a nice campground, just a 5-minute walk from the ocean. And Monday we're staying on this beautiful property up in the mountains of New Hampshire. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that, we're going to go down and stay at an apple farm, an orchard or something. It's just outside of Stowe, Vermont, and I found it on Harvest Host. So we're going to stay at that place. I forget the name of it, but it's a farm. You know, it's a farm with the apples and the cider and the pumpkins and all that type of stuff. We might go see Ben and Jerry. I don't know if they'll be home, but we might go see Ben and Jerry while we're in Vermont. Might as well go see Ben and Jerry, and then you know what? To finish off the trip, I found a nice little farm on Boondockers Welcome. I found a nice little farm in Hingham, Massachusetts, right on Cape Cod. We're going to be staying in this picturesque little farm right on Cape Cod Friday night and Saturday night. And we'll arrive there Friday afternoon, and then maybe have a campfire on the beach or something like that if they permit that. And then we're going to go Saturday morning, take a boat. We're going to take a boat into Boston. So we're going to arrive in Boston by boat. Maybe I'll bring some tea with me, you know, and we can reenact the Boston Tea Party. That'd be a good idea. I wonder if Rosanna knows about the Boston Tea Party. I'll bring some tea and have her throw it in, not knowing what she's doing, okay? That's what I'll do. I'll say, Rosanna, throw this tea into the harbor, okay? Yeah, throw this tea into the harbor. Oh, goodness gracious, where do I come up with this stuff? But anyway, and then that'll be it. Saturday night back to the farm at the Cape, and then Sunday morning Rosanna goes off to back to Florida, and I got to find my way find my way back to Florida as well, and I'm going to do it, I think, via Rhode Island and Connecticut. I think I'm going to go to that place where Oksana was telling me about, on maybe on Sunday, do a nice Sunday drive, listening to some Van Morrison or something like that as I go down along the waterway of Rhode Island and Connecticut. But anyway, that's it. And then, with my new camera, maybe I'll go to New York on my way home. Times Square. Tom Hall does Times Square. I've never been there before. Never been to Times Square. And never been to Times Square. I've never been to, the World Trade Center, none of that stuff. So maybe I'll do that on the way home and then find my way back to Florida. But anyway, right now, I've got a Brazilian to pick up. Okay. And I think we're going to be live. I told her that we're going to be live. And for those of you watching, that would probably be, she'll probably be stepping off the plane at about 7:30, 7:45, something like that. And I told her, I said, let's go live. Okay. So she's bless her heart, she's a good sport. She is a good sport. Dating me requires a hell of a lot of patience. A hell of a lot of patience. But as one lady told me, she said, dating you requires a lot of patience, but it's never dull. It's never dull. Life with you is always interesting, or so she's, or so she said. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Take good care.